Alright, hey guys, it's Mr. Tennant here. Today I'm going to show you how to set up the Incline Ramp Lab. And you might be asked to do different things in this lab. Find acceleration is usually the most common one. So first you got to get a ramp. And you need to make sure that your ramp has one of these removable bars, because your motion detector is going to attach to it. Before I do that, I'm going to make sure my LabQuest is booting up by pressing the power button on top, and it takes a couple minutes to boot up, so I like to do that first. Here's my motion detector. On the bottom is where you can attach to the bar. In order to do that, go ahead and unscrew the two screws on the bar, and then, this is the tricky part, you have to put the pin into the hole that's furthest from where the screw goes. So one goes back in like so, and then when you flip your ramp over, you're going to see two grooves where this bar could slide into. It needs to go on the bottom one, and there's a reason why. It's so that you can secure it with the other screw. All right. Here's Mr. Torcoletti. He's our guest physics teacher for the day. How are you, Mr. Torcoletti?
Just finding my way out of the room.
Did you have a great summer, Mr. Torcoletti? The other end of the motion sensor goes into the top of the LabQuest, and once the LabQuest gets going, you're going to see the position automatically pop up, and you're going to hear it click. Now we're using the cart, so we're going to make sure we're going to slide this toggle switch to the cart, and we're going to make sure that the motion sensor is pointed directly down the ramp. Okay? So, we're ready to grab a cart, and we need to prop up our ramp, so we're going to use 2 textbooks, never more, because then the cart's going to go too fast and it might fall off. So we're going to grab 2 textbooks. We're going to want to prop up the ramp on the same end as the motion detector. And that's so that when our cart is rolling down the ramp, it doesn't bash into our motion detector. And so what we're going to do, even though there's a stopper here, we are going to make sure we stop our cart before it hits the stopper. So we're now ready to take some data, and depending on what lab you're doing, you might have to find the angle here. That's usually for the grade 12 university level. If you're doing the grade 12 college level, you may not have to find that angle, so it doesn't matter. When you're ready to take data, you're going to gently pop the stylus out of the back of the LabQuest. So I use my fingernail to pop it out. And here's where we can enter how long it's going to take, how many samples a second we should take. I'm going to go ahead and change my samples a second to 50. And I'm going to go ahead and change. It's not going to take 5 seconds for the cart to get down the ramp. 3 seconds seems good. Okay. And it looks like I'm ready. So I'm going to take my cart. You want to start about 30 centimeters, 20, 30 centimeters away from the motion detector, otherwise it won't pick it up. So you can see right there I'm 21.5 centimeters away. When I'm ready, all I have to do is press play and let go. I got to make sure I stop the cart though. Play, stop the cart. Now, you know you get good data when you can see a smooth curve for the position time graph, a straight line for the velocity time graph, and you can see that there's something happened right there. It's not quite straight the whole way. There's a chance I caught it right there, or there's a chance that the motion detector stopped seeing the cart. So I'll do it one more time and make sure that it is in fact where I grabbed it. Worst case scenario, if you work with this data, just the straight part, you know that that's going to be good data. Let's try again though. Right there, and hit play. Again, if I was going to analyze this data, I would be looking at this set because it's nice and straight on the velocity. It's nice and curved on the position. The velocity is the one that's going to tell you if there was a little mistake or not. So you can see maybe I let go of it here and it sped up more quickly at the beginning, maybe because I gave it a nudge. Here you can see that I must have grabbed it and influenced it because the change in velocity is not constant. Okay. Last thing, once you're done your lab, be sure to please turn it off properly. So when you're all done analyzing, touching points, reading values, anything you need to do, you can find in these menus at the top. Once you're done all that activity, please press the home button, touch system, touch shut down, say OK. Put your stylus in the back, unplug your motion detector, and return the LabQuest by pulling the tether back and inserting into the dock. And you know you did it right because the light comes on. All right, so good luck, and I'll talk to you soon.